Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction, and whoa. Black Clover Chapter 267 leaks are officially out, and man, are they freaking epic. So let me break down what we got here. And first, let me just say thank you to everybody that's been listening on the podcast or viewing on YouTube or checking this out on my website, dapshow.com. And if you're not, this is your first time, make sure, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe. If you are listening to this on the podcast, make sure to add this to your playlist. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the meaty juiciness that's coming on here. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll break down what I see, and then from there we'll break down what some fans are saying is going on because it's not translated. So the first panel we get on this leak is the anti-magic devil, and it looks like the word magic devil with the elf possessed luck. It looks so crazy, and Asta is looking on with his one arm, and there's a panel as far as with the black magic, the anti-magic devil chilling pretty much, and then all of a sudden Asta's grimoire comes out from the side of his holder, and his demon dweller sword literally flies out to the anti-magic demon. And not only that, but we see Asta getting knocked around by it, and the anti-magic devil laughing at Asta. Then we get as far as a panel with a couple inscriptions. It looks like the sacred spot that they're in where Nacht, the anti-magic devil, and Asta are at, and it looks like there is this, pretty much it looks like a being. There's some people with some hooded figures, and during that time we see Asta look back kind of with these like, and then we see Nacht talking, and then Asta kind of has this look, and he's just sweating, and Nacht is just sitting there, and he has, his regular face. And then we see as far as a panel with this monster. I don't know if it's the anti-magic devil, but it puts on the radar Asta's face, and then we get the anti-magic devil kind of look. It has this kind of look, and then we see a woman. Now what's crazy is this woman looks like a mixture between Noelle and Asta, honestly. Now, before I dive into who people are thinking this is, the Asta's still sweating. You see the sweat, and then we see a panel with just the eyes of the anti-magic devil. And then we see this last panel. This last panel gives the chills. Because it has Asta on the right hand side, and the figure like almost like a cloud memory. Like if you remember when Elf possessed Dorothy, when they had that plan to make an illusion as if the real Dorothy was there, it's kind of like that, except it's more, filled in. And then that stops. So, okay, so let me break down what they're saying it is. So you got the anti-magic devil, more anti-magic devil, the anti-magic devil summoning the demon slayer sword, Asta and the anti-magic devil fighting. a big demon slash anti-magic devil, demon and angel lore possibly, and then the woman is possibly Asta's mom, and the anti-magic devil remembering Asta's mom. More Asta versus the anti-magic devil, and it's interesting. Okay, this is my thoughts on it. So, oh man. So we knew that this was gonna be epic. Is this everything? I don't think so. But this is a pretty intense battle. And so what I'm thinking is there's a couple of things that are going on. People are getting Bleach vibes as far as with Ichigo, and the lore with his mother and the Hollow. Then we get as far as the whole Naruto and his father and mother, and the Nine Tails as far as Beast. So it's very, very interesting, because with the way that this fight is going, people are just like, how in the world is Asta supposed to he has one arm going against the anti-magic devil who's using his weapon? And we see the anti-magic devil have this moment where, if it's true, reminiscing on this being Asta's mom, there's a possibility. I don't want everyone to get their hopes up, but we're just gonna put this into theory, okay? Because when we had that flashback with Dante, we did not see the face of that woman who had a freaking hole in her stomach. And people assumed that was Asta's mom because the way that the panel was set up, and it was like a trigger. So there's a possibility that the anti-magic devil may in fact be Asta's father. And my theory with this is they're going to join. I think that that's why the anti-magic devil was so furious as far as at Dante or Lucifero. And that would kind of explain, it wouldn't be the only reason, but it would kind of explain as far as the nonchalant use of the anti-magic power. Like I said, that's not the only way to explain it, but there's a couple of things to look at. When the anti-magic devil first interacted with Asta, and then we have to look at any interactions as far as after that, and when the grimoire first came out, it was during a time of despair. Now it would be wild to think that in the midst, because it's not far-fetched, we seen it in Naruto, as far as at the last moment them putting their chakra and sealing the Nine Tails within Naruto before they both actually died, and it wouldn't be far-fetched for them to make some type, because what's interesting about all this, there's several things that go into play though. How in the world, for one, how come Lick's grimoire did not disappear? We've heard over and over that when a person dies, that their grimoire disappears. Now, we saw Lick turn into a giant demon and get completely murdered and destroyed, and literally that's his freaking head, on this freaking thing. That's the reality of it. Like, legit, Lick didn't like come out of that deal. That was Lick. He's super dead, but then we look at the fact that, why were the swords spread out? And then also, why a sword, I wouldn't say within the grimoire. I would say ASTA'S relation to Lick. I'm trying to was there some type of essence that allowed for the as far as the demon to dwell, because we don't even know when the demon got in there, because Sekri was completely at a sleep, and then kind of awoke and time had passed by and she was a bird, so there's all of those different things that are going into play. And according to everything else, ASTA is such this super anomaly and directly connected to, in some way, his grimoire, which used to be Lick's. So it's just all like, none of that can be over or underlooked. We have to look at every single thing. And if this is true, if we just got the bombshell that this was ASTA'S mom, this is gonna be completely insane and adds to more questions. Because with the way that ASTA'S mom was pictured, it looked like a memory. And we have to take into consideration that ASTA was a child, basically, like, I wouldn't say a newborn, but he was a baby when him and was dropped off. So this particular memory, I don't think it could have been ASTA'S per se, because I think that particular angle, I think that was the anti-magic devil's memory, honestly. We'll see, when we find out the fans translation, or when we get the actual, official version, we'll know for sure, but right now, this is an intense chapter. For one, we're getting a full-fledged face and body to the anti-magic devil, and he looks like ASTA. Now, what's even more interesting is the fact that this really poses a lot of questions. Anyways, what are y'all's thoughts on the leak? Do y'all think that this is ASTA'S mother? And if so, do you think that the panel that shows this woman, do you think that was an ASTA memory, or do you think that was the anti-magic devil's memory? And also, how do you think that ASTA is going to win this battle? I personally think that him and the devil, or the anti-magic devil, are gonna come to some sort of agreement. I honestly think that the anti-magic devil is honestly like playing with him. I don't even think that this is supposed to be a physical fight. I think this is supposed to be a mental fight. And if ASTA can be able to reach, or if the anti-magic devil can be able to, because I don't even think it's a matter of respect. I don't even think that that's the case. And I honestly think that the real reason that he didn't go forth and take over Asta's body completely is because honestly, I think that the anti-magic devil cares. Because if it is his father or remnants of his father, I think that that is very, very important, you know. And I think that whatever it is, there's a trigger within the anti-magic devil and this woman and Asta. There's a connection between Asta and this woman, and there's a connection between the anti-magic devil and this woman. So in the comments, leave some thoughts on what you think is this is all about to be. And again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell, hit the like, drop a comment, and make sure to check out the description because I got all goodies. I'm a rapper, so link to my music. I wrote a fiction book, Ideas of Illusion, link to that. I have t-shirts, so if you want to support me directly, you can with those links. So again, this was chapter 267 of Black Clover, leaks and spoilers. Peace.